Yo, it's Poppy, Yellow Boi, baby, and I'm on Roxx with Radio ReddRoxx on Hip Hop Weekly magazine.
Welcome back to another edition of On the Roxx. It's your girl Radio ReddRoxx, of course. And you already know how I do. Each and every episode, I have a super dope individual in the building. And this episode is no exception. I have Yellow Boi in the building. I'm gonna have to do some sound effects. All right, you're coming all the way from the Carolinas.
Sure.
South Carolina to be
Correct.
exact. So talk about that a little bit.
Carolina is cool. You know, we like one of the most slept on states because we have a lot of talent. So most people like myself, we have to come to the outskirts like Charlotte and Atlanta. So that's what it is.
Gotcha. So you do a lot of traveling.
Yeah, for sure.
For your music, of course. All right. So I actually met you at a showcase in Atlanta, and you did a super dope job. You actually performed one of your songs called Prego. And I was like, okay, Prego, because you know, Prego could be the spaghetti sauce or it could be somebody that's pregnant. So I'm like, oh, this man, I got somebody pregnant. He rapping about it. But it was different. You're talking about your sauce that you drip. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, you got your chains and everything, or some Louis, you know what I'm saying? So you was talking about your swag, essentially. So how did the song come about?
I had got a beat from Swamp Izzo or whatever, and I was in my garage drinking, just trying to come up with a song or whatever. And the melody of the song was like the swag type. So I was like, I don't know, what can I say? I know everybody using drip and sauce. So I was like, sauce. You know what? I can use Prego. That's a good metaphor. So I came up with Prego, can't sauce like this, and that's what it was.
All right. So how do you feel like the record has been received so far?
So far I think it's been like received pretty good. Like a lot of people like it. I was in Blue Flame, and a couple of dancers walked up on me. I was like, I like your new track or whatever. And I was like, Prego? They was like, yeah, because that's the only song they got playing in Blue Flame right now. So,
I got you.
Yeah, I'm getting good feedback on that song.
Okay.
And it just came out too. So it's not out yet, but just starting to play it.
Right, because you released an album recently, right? And it's not actually on that album. So you just moved right along to a new single. So are you still pushing the album, or are you just focused on like Prego and just kind of moving forward at this point?
I'm still kind of pushing it, but like my whole style now is way different from my last album. And Prego is like a prime example of how my music is about to sound.
Yeah.
So I might still push it here and there, but I'm really focused on Prego and what I got coming up next. You know?
Okay. So Blue Flame, that's like one of the big strip clubs. You hear all the, major artists talk about Blue Flame. So to have your record spinning there is big. Yeah. How did you get your record in Blue Flame?
I only know Swamp Izzo. I met him through Instagram. He ended up like in this post I had put up about one of my songs. It's called 80s Baby. And he put the fire emojis on it, so I jumped in his DM like, what's up?
That yo.
Yeah, so, and it went from there. He invited me up to Blue Flame, and we just got to build a relationship. And now my son playing in the club, and he really like fooled me hard. Yeah,
cool. Shout out to Swamp Izzo. That's like one of the I would say goals for a lot of artists, especially rappers. To have their song played at like one of the hottest strip clubs. Yeah, sure. So now, where do you go from there? So like, are you? Sometimes when you reach a certain level with the record, right, you're constantly kind of chasing that high. Sure. So do you feel like, you need to get right back into the studio real quick to try to get your next record out, or like what's your thought process?
It's a process. It's a mix of both. We can focus on Prego, but I don't want to put all my energy towards that and just stop what I got going on just to focus on Prego. So as we're pushing Prego, I'm still going to work on other music as well.
Got you.
And do features, of course.
Okay. So are you going to work on like a new album, an EP, or 2021, or are we talking like next year?
No, this year. I got a lot coming. Just taking it step by step, basically. I got a mixtape that's going to drop summertime, I'm hoping. It's called 80s Baby, and that track will be crazy.
So basically piggybacking off of the other, the tracks. So talk about 80s Baby really quick, and is that going to be the same vibe we can expect for the mixtape?
Yes. 80s Baby is really touching on everything, like from the time I was born until now. So I'm talking like about everything. So it's a lot to look forward to.
Okay, I was 80s Baby. Okay, so 80s Baby's in the building. You know what I'm saying? So are you talking about things from that era, you know, specifically?
Yeah, that too. Things just from the 80s. Just, it's really about me, but I'm sure me putting the title 80s Baby, everybody can relate to it, just like you just said.
Right.
80s Baby, so
yeah,
everybody will be able to relate to it.
Yeah. All right. So if there's anyone in the industry, you know, that you could work with right now, who would it be? So listen, I need three different categories, okay? I need a producer, I need an artist, and let's see, another DJ. I know you and Swamp Izzo's tight, but another big DJ that you would want to work with.
DJ, I would say either DJ Holiday or DJ Scream. I think they're pretty big. Artists, they gotta be Lil Baby. That's like my favorite.
Lil Baby hot right now though. Lil Baby's on fire.
Between him and Young Thug and Lucci, of course, I like them three. But Lil Baby for sure. Producer, I don't really know too many producers in Atlanta. Like I haven't reached that.
Or just period. Is there anyone in your hometown that you would work with?
Hometown, yeah, T Killer.
Okay.
Pretty dope. I like him.
All right. Yeah. And what about any independent artists that maybe haven't popped yet that you would work with?
I'll probably say dude from my city named Shad Mo. Gas. Like
Shad Mo?
Yeah.
Okay. So what has been your biggest critique for your music that you've come across, and how have you worked on that, if you had any?
Yeah, it was more like me rapping on beat. Like I had a problem rapping on beat.
You G Herbo in it, you know what I'm saying? You G Herbo in it?
Yeah, I was doing something. Like it's like I was trying to rap on beat and it was missing on flow. Like if the beat's slow, I'm gonna rap slow. If it's fast, I'm gonna rap fast.
Right.
But now I'm like over that. Like I just go with the flow and go with the back of the melody instead of just the bass. You know what I mean? So I think that worked out a lot.
Got you. So now, is that how you changed it, or is that what you were getting criticized for?
That's how I changed it.
Okay. All right. So you can take criticism well.
Yeah, I do.
When it comes to your music, do you have anyone that kind of mentors you along the way?
I say my brother, which is also my manager. Like he be on me. Like if I say something, like man, that's stupid. Say something else. Like, trying to think outside the box, and I came a long way. Like you would know when it's 80 Baby mixtape drop, you'll be like, dang, it's real different. So.
All right. So we have your album was just dropped, and then we have Prego, which I think is really awesome. It was a big hit at the showcase as well. And then you have your mixtape. So do you plan on doing more showcases?
Of course, anything that I can do to better myself and get my name out there, I'm all for it.
Got you. Only in the Atlanta area and Charlotte area, or do you plan on kind of expanding that out further?
I want to expand, but right now my only option is Atlanta and Charlotte. Atlanta for the most part.
Got you. Now, do you have ties down here as well?
The only person I really know here is just DJ Swamp Izzo. Like I'm just getting my foot in Atlanta.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm just.
You would think you was, because you be moving all around Atlanta.
I'm putting that footwork.
So what has been something that you've encountered on this journey, you know, to getting your name out there more and solidifying yourself in the music industry that you've had to overcome?
I'll say probably maybe promotion, because I didn't know where to go like far as promoting myself. So that's where the footwork came in at, and trying to meet different people. You know, if somebody don't know you, they're not gonna deal with you.
Yeah, that's a fact.
For the most part, so I really had to like let them hear my music. Like I'm really like that. You know? So I just had to put myself out there. I had to like really force myself on them.
That's a fact, and I always tell artists all the time. I'm like, you know, you can make music, you can make the most fire track on the planet, but who's gonna hear it if you're not promoting it? Sure. If you know, you have to literally. The amount of money that you put towards making a record, you should either have that amount or more to promote that record. And it's not saying that your shit is whack. It's not saying that it's not good. You just need to promote it so it gets in front of the right people. You can't just, I mean, it's almost like, I don't know, it's like shooting darts in the dark.
For sure.
You know, when you don't promote a record, you know, it might land in the right person's mailbox, and they might so happen click on it, but it might not. Like myself, I have hundreds of emails of music every month, and it's like I couldn't possibly take the time to go through all of that music. But then there's certain outlets like Hip Hop Weekly, and you know, so it's easier for people to tap in and see what you're doing. So salute to you for that. And you said that was something that you had to kind of like overcome, and you're doing it. So has it been working for you so far?
It's been working pretty well. I know it was kind of, I hit like a roadblock when I lost my last IG page, so I had to start from scratch.
Wait,
Yeah.
so you were like hacked?
I was logging in from 2 different phones. Like,
So then they flagged you, kind of?
Yeah, they flagged
They
me.
thought somebody else was...
Yeah, and I'm trying to get it back, so I'm really starting all over my new page. So I got to build my momentum back up.
So wait, so I mean, there's probably a lot of people that do that, though. And so it's a chance you might lose that page?
Yeah, I'm not really putting my energy all towards that because I'm just going to take it as a loss and just start fresh. But 9 times out of 10, I think it's over.
But I mean, it might be a blessing in disguise, you know, because a lot of times we have things that may not be helpful to our career. So this kind of gives you the opportunity to build up from the point that you're at right now, which is great because you're putting in that footwork right now and getting that support. So speaking of support, how does your hometown support your movement?
It's a lot of hate, bro. Like, it's a lot of hate, but I get love too. But yeah, it's some hate.
It is, and I can imagine because you know you're well put together. You know, it looks like you making money, obviously. Sure. Are you like a street guy or?
No, I'm not. I know people by judging me by my music. I know people might be like, "Is he a street guy, gangster?" But I'm really not none of that. Like I had no desire to be no street nigga or no gangster. You know what I mean? Just like family man who decided to rap. That's it.
That's what's up. So you legitimately work hard for everything that you do and to put money behind your career. So are you currently signed independently or you just
actually I got my own label, FCP. That's what I represent.
All right.
And yeah, so I do my own thing. Try to go independent, take the independent route.
All right. So if the major labels come knocking at your door, you gonna take it?
If it makes sense. If it makes sense, I'm all for it.
See, a lot of independent labels, they go the distribution route, so they can keep like the main control. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's the main goal. Then they have main control of what you got going on.
So if you had a deal on the table, whether it be distribution or an actual artist deal, like if your ideal company would be who?
That'd be probably QC the label. This one, Atlanta Records, $1 Billion Baby Entertainment. Like I really like QC though. That'd be a big step for me.
Got you. Now a lot of these labels though, they have their breadwinners of the label, and then they have a bunch of people underneath them. I think that it's important for artists to also pay attention to that because a lot of times, not knocking any of these labels, I think that they're great, but they have their breadwinners of the label, and everybody else kind of falls by the wayside. So I think that that's important for all artists to look into as well. How much are they promoting and pushing the artists that aren't the biggest artists on their label? You know what I mean? So if an opportunity does knock, make sure that you take a look at that as well. So do you have like your legals intact? So
no, not. I'm really still learning a lot about music. Like I said, it's taking step by step, and Swamp done taught me a lot. He teach me a lot. So not yet though.
Definitely get that on deck too. Okay. That's important. You don't want to be crying like Megan Thee Stallion later on. Because I think that artists work so hard to get to a certain point, and then when it looks like that point is here, they kind of just are overly excited, sign a bad deal, and then now they don't own their music, their name, anything. You know what I mean? So that's definitely super important as well. But I commend you on taking time to even learn the business or try to learn the business because at the end of the day, that's what it is, music business. Sure. Somebody said, I can't even remember who it was. I did another interview a few weeks ago, and they said, the music industry is 90% business, 10% music. And that's literally what it is. So now as far as you as a person outside of Yellow Boi, family man, what else?
Family man, I'm really a jokester. Like I like to have fun. So I like to spend a lot of time with my family. Might chill with my brother, go work out, stuff like that. I really don't do too much, but might hit a bar here and there. Other than that, I just be chill.
Gotcha.
Music, that's it.
Okay. Now Now let's circle back around really quick because I too come from a small town. You know, I come from Buffalo, New York, and that's always kind of like the going tune in Buffalo is crab in the bucket, da 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 da. So as far as like the hometown hate, how do you deal with that?
It's crazy. I just got off the phone with my little brother before I came in here, and we was just talking about this. But I kill the hate with success. Like instead of getting physically like putting my hands on somebody, I just rather punch them in the mouth for success and just kill them like that. Like they hate to see you win. They can talk about me all day, but as long as I win, I'm gonna stay relevant towards them.
Got you. Now did that come from experience? Did you run into situations that you were almost like?
There have been plenty of times like that, but I just can't lower myself back down that low because I know I'm trying to go. So I just kill them with success.
Got you. Now, what about family support, like your immediate family?
At first, my lady, she went all for it. Because, you know, being in the industry around all these different females.
Woman, and you in a strip club, you a blue flame.
Yeah, but as she, like, it's a lot of, it was a, not to talk down nobody name my city, but it was a lot of rappers when I was younger who still trying to rap and ain't like this pushing themselves. So she was thinking I was gonna be one of them until I actually started rapping and became the hottest rapper in my city. And she said I'm having a movement. And I was like,
okay.
So yeah, she's supporting now.
Gotcha. Did that put a strain though, like initially, like when you war trying, you know, as far as, because it's a double-edged sword, okay? Because you have to understand how she feels about it. She doesn't want you out there, you know, putting yourself out there, like you said, all these women and stuff like that. But then it's like, damn, I just need you to support me at the same time. Like, no matter what I do, if I'm scooping ice cream, you should be, you know,
for sure,
getting the cone out. You know what I'm saying? So, like, what's some of the pointers that you can give to other artists who might be dealing with the same thing? Because I can imagine how many artists probably don't take things to the next level because their personal relationship gets in the way.
I mean, even if that was still a problem, like once you got your mind on something, like don't let nobody stop you. I don't care who it is, your lady, your kids, friends, mother, like just keep going, like don't stop, like just keep going.
Okay, all right. And if you could leave an artist with any other word of advice, like coming up, what would it be?
The same thing, do not stop, keep going. Keep your foot on the gas at all times.
You heard the man. So I'm gonna go ahead and put you in a hot seat. All right. Don't get scared. The hot seat is not crazy questions. You know, I'm not gonna be asking anything about your love life, anything like that. Actually, I'm gonna have you choose your 5 cards because in person I like to do. Choose your 5 cards. All right. So choose 5 cards. You got 5? Okay. All right. More kind of stuff. All right. So here is your 5 cards. Your 5 questions in the hot seat. What can be found in your bedroom that can't be found in the bedroom of anyone else's in the room?
Can I answer that?
I mean, it could be a plaque or something. It could be a trophy.
That's a good question. I have a lot of stuff. Maybe my jewelry.
Okay, jewelry. Drip, drip. All right. If they were oh wait, no. You probably don't do yoga. We're going to get another card. You might do yoga. I don't know. Maybe yoga. What will you be most afraid of people digging up from your past?
The time I got beat up by a girl.
Wait.
I was like 7.
wait. We gotta talk about that. So what happened?
I got beat up by a girl. I think I was playing chase, and I tried to kiss her, and she was like grabbed my jacket and just started like punching me. Yeah, my friends put me up to it. Yeah,
wow. So she beat you up in front of your friends. Yeah. Did they ever leave you? Did they ever let you down for that?
They picked on me. Her name was Kendra, by the way. She beat me up bad.
Wow. Shout out Kendra. Stand up for all women everywhere. What advice would you give your younger self?
Just be careful and mindful who you hang around.
Gotcha. And you discovered blank before it was cool.
I discovered drip before it was cool.
Prego.
For sure.
And let's see. What would you do to pass time if you were stuck in an elevator for hours?
Probably write music.
What if you don't have a pen and piece of paper?
probably sit there bored, tapping my feet or something.
All right, so that is the hot seats.
Not bad.
That wasn't bad. So if you want to leave your followers, anybody that's going to be watching this with anything, what would it be?
Okay, y'all can follow me on Instagram at FCP Yellow Boi, and a boy spelled B-O-I. That's FCP Yellow Boi.
Yellow Boi in the building, coming from the Carolinas, Greenville to be exact.
Sure.
In Atlanta, and you're also in Charlotte, moving around as well. Do you have any shows coming up?
Not at the moment. Not at the moment. I have the shows. I'm really just like in grind mode with this music.
All right, grind mode. So make sure you check out Yellow Boi. Your album that drops in January, right?
It was actually November last year.
November. Okay. And the name of the album is
Yellow Brick Road Reloaded, hosted
Yellow
by
Brick
DJ
Road.
Swamp. So.
Yes. So Yellow Brick Road, check that out. Check out Prego.
Oh, for sure.
Definitely my favorite. And then all the new music that you have coming out. Hopefully a mixtape this summer as well.
Sure.
All right. Well, thank you so much, Yellow Boi, for being on the ReddRoxx. And that is a wrap for another episode of On the ReddRoxx with ReddRoxx. Make sure you stay tuned for the next episode. In the meantime, in between time, follow my boy Yellow Boi.
Sure. Niggas crying about being broke, get your ass up and go get it. I don't know who on my dick more, you hating ass niggas or these bitches. Going back and forth on the internet with broke niggas, I ain't really with it. 9 times out of 10, playing games on the net, nigga really bitches. And a nigga status ain't popping unless they put my name in they mentions. On some hating shit, get off my dick, that's your whole job. More money bring more problems. Where I'm from, it's mandatory, you keep a gun. Black lives do matter, but touch my chain and I'm gonna take one. You work for a nigga that work for me, that's a fact. For the pussy bitch short to stack, I ain't in the streets, but I'm stamped.